What up, peeps and peepettes? MorbTron back today with more Ark Survival Evolved vanilla-ish on Ragnarok. And I just want to thank you all a whole butt ton, for all your amazing support. And if you like this one, do not forget to annihilate that like button and subscribe for more daily content. Oh, we're just going to fall down the hole, I guess. So today, guys, what we're getting ever so closer to the baby extravaganza. And as you can see in here, I've got a little bit of my egg collection going. So I've got some Utyrannus eggs, Allosaurus eggs, Quetzal egg, Wyvern eggs in there. I've got more fertilized eggs going in here. Where'd they go? Fertilized Wyvern egg there. So, getting the collection going. But today, what we're doing is we're going to need some kibble for imprinting on all of these babies. And so that is what I've been doing all day today, basically, is taming up a bunch of egg dinos. You can see they're all named Egg M and Egg F, because I do not care about them other than them giving me eggs. You see I have some bone costumes, and I put them on the Stegosauruses because why not? Clears up some inventory space. And I need a place to put all these guys, because clearly out in the middle of my base area is just going to cause an FPS drop for not only me, but anybody that might come to visit. So, I'm going to figure today is a good day to do it, because I'm still trying to get over my throat issue, sickness, bad stuff. So I figured today would be a good day for a building episode where I could do a nice old-fashioned speedy up bit that I haven't done in a while. We can get some building done. And I want to put the kibble barn kind of over this gap in the wall here, extending out into the base this way a little bit. And that way one of the entrances into the base will be underneath the barn, which I think is kind of cool. And it'll kind of overhang here as well, which I think is also kind of cool. And so I'm going to be made out of stone, wood, and thatch. Thatch for the roofing. Some wood for part of what will become the ceiling, and then stone for the majority of it. Now, it is going to be a pretty bland, regular box type shape, because it is going to be a barn, and I actually don't want any windows showing inside of it, just to help alleviate any FPS issues, because any windows into the structure are going to cause the game to have to render whatever is inside the barn. And so, yes, I'm going to have a kibble farm here, but it's going to be obstructed from any sort of camera line of sight, so that way anybody that comes to visit or anybody that flies by will not have to render in all of my kibble dinos, thus saving their computers from apocalypse, basically. And so I'm going to start the structure based off of these wall sections here that are like partially inside this cliff, because they are actually attached to these foundations. And so it should be fairly easy to do that. I'm just going to bring the walls up a little bit, probably one more, and then I'll be able to start the deal. And we have all of this stuff here down at the bottom that I've pre-made in order to build the structure. So you see we got some S+ sloped thatch roofs, S+ wood walls, wood sloped wall sections, wood railings, stone ramps, stone walls, stone ceilings, stone gateways, all that sort of stuff. And since my voice is cutting in and out and I'm coughing a lot, I figure it'd be a good day to do a speedy up bit to kind of avoid me having to exercise the vocal cords too much in an attempt to make it go away faster. I don't know. But the show must go on either way. I'm not going to, skip a day of recording for you guys because honestly, I would get incredibly bored. So we're gonna go up here. I'm gonna turn off my chat so I don't get chat box popping up in the middle of my recording like it already is, because that can get pretty confusing during speedy up bits. So sorry guys that are talking in chat that might be trying to get a hold of me, but my chat is off. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to start the speedy up bit right now. And bam, barn, or at least the beginnings is of a barn. So you'll notice here that there's some pretty massive overhang down over in this really area. I'm gonna put wall sections down in the corners, going down as like giant pillars to the ground, and then I'll make it look like it's got some sort of support going down to the ground. I actually might make it not the very corners, but like one in on each. I think that might be neat. It'll be tighter to this ramp that way. But I'm actually kind of glad that I centered it on this ramp on complete accident. So that's kind of a neat thing. So the entryway to the barn will be here. There'll be a regular dino gate here. And since I know stegos can't fit through them, I'm going to bring those in first before I put the gate up. And then I'm going to start putting the stuff down. By stuff, I mean these wooden railings. So that way the dinos can be sort of separated and it'll look neater and more organized in there. I'm going to have a ton of eggs lying around after this is done, which is fine. I'll be able to pick those up manually, not a problem. For future egg picking up, though, I am going to be making a S+ item collector, which will automatically pick up eggs and poop if I have it pick up poop as well. But I think for the time being, I'm just going to have it pick up eggs. Need to move Gretchen out of the way. Move Gretchen. There we go. You are now moved. So, it's gonna be slow going, getting all these dinos into here, because a lot of them are, you know, they've got levels, but they need to be pumped into movement speed, because they're not moving fast enough for my liking. Alright, stop celebrating that I leveled you up. Let's get to moving. Let's get to motoring. Alright, and then the reason why you guys saw me double up these floors is that doubling up the floors causes them to not it causes them to not kind of derp through flooring. I actually think I want to put the stegos way down at the end here. Way down at the end. So they are more out of the way. The dinos, certain dinos, like I've noticed the griffins especially, have this issue where they like to fall through floors of a single level. But they're a lot less likely to fall through the floor if it's a double layer. So that's why I doubled them up. I also forgot to grab saddle off of this guy. In here, I only have one saddle for each of my egg dinos just because I didn't feel like wasting resources to make a second saddle. Or I only had one to begin with. You'll see this one is a apprentice saddle, and a lot of them are non-crafted saddles. I've gotten lucky enough to get saddles out of drops for a lot of things since Wildcard decided to redo the roll system, or not the rolls, the loot system. So, it's very, very welcome that they changed the way that the drop loot system works. Because it was getting mighty old getting the compass blueprints and the crop plot blueprints. Now you can actually get something worth getting out of them. So, we're going to get all these dinos into here, and then we'll BRBs when the barn is all set to go. So, be right back. Alright folks, we're back, and the barn is completed. So, to give you guys a quick aerial tour, and then we'll go in and I'll kind of show you guys how I have the dinos organized. So, it's not super fancy looking. It does its job, it holds the dinosaurs. Makes it so my machine or anybody else's machine that is visiting doesn't have to render in the dinos, which saves everybody's frame rate and makes it so I can continue to maintain high graphic settings. So you can see they're all kind of lined up there. I'm not going to give them any fancy names. They're all just named Egg because they're dinos that only exist because I need their eggs for tasty kibbles. So you can see I have the walls running down here as faux pillars. I think that looks really cool. You know, they don't actually do anything, but they're there to look cool. Also, Wildcard said they fixed this, where the vegetables you're growing are supposed to not do this anymore. But yeah, they're even bigger. Wildcard, you made it worse. You made it worse, Wildcard. You made it worse. Why? So, but I like the thatch roof, kind of wooden roof frame, stone body. It's the same thing I have going on here with these little sheds that have like my beetles in them, and then the other one is empty right now, where snails will be. But you can see here now, I have all this free space for activities, or to store Utyrannus and Allosaurus armies, which is more than likely what is going to be held up in those areas. So I even moved the raptors, and I moved the dodos, all that stuff, just to free up more space. I was going to move the Kentros, but since they don't have a saddle, they're kind of a pain in the butt to move around. I mean, it's a pain in the butt to move the Dillos and stuff around, and they're small. So bigger dinos without saddles, even bigger pain in the butt. So you see here, the little walkway now is framed in with railings to up here, and this is where I have all of the dinosaurs. So I have even the sheep. So Vinny and Sheila are in here as well. Not that they lay eggs or that they're kibble dinos, but I just got them out of the factory. So you see here the Gallimimus, the Stegos, and the male trike are not within range of the S Plus hatchery, which is kind of a bummer, but it's fine. I'll just have to make another one. I have the materials to make them. Not a big deal. I'll just be burning through refertilizer twice as fast because I'll have two. And I'll have to put the other one like right here, so that way it's not. It won't pick up dinos that breed their eggs. So yeah, and then this looks even cooler now. I like that it's completely got an overhang sort of deal, so little dinos can still get down there, like my gathering dinos. But I don't. The Utyrannus probably will fit down there, although they'll probably look really goofy doing it. But yeah, so that's the thing. So the only dinos out here now are dinos that I use either for base defense, that I'll be breeding for army purposes, my flyers, and my utility dinos. So, and then I got a Megaloceros for a thatch gatherer today as well, on top of all the kibble dinos. So Freedom has been doing this thing where it's been falling through these ceilings here. Well, I'll park Freedom back up here for now, but chances are later on he'll fall right down into the factory. We still have Wyvern Bait there. Wyvern Bait has not died yet. Sure, Wyvern Bait will be a casualty sooner rather than later. The Majestic is going to stay in the factory floor just because unicorns are majestic, and I don't think it belongs in the kibble barn. So that is going to be it for the episode, guys. So another shorter one today, but like I said, my voice just can't take it. Like it hurts. It hurts real bad. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the episode, guys. So if you like the episode, please leave a like. I know that the barn is rather bland looking as far as in design, but it is very utilitarian in its design. It keeps people's PCs on my PC from having to render the dinos. So it does its job. Doesn't have to look pretty doing it. If you're new to the channel, you want to see more daily content from me, please hit that subscribe button. If you have anything to say, do in the comment section down below. Do not forget to have a good day, everybody. I'll catch you all next time. Bye-bye.